This is Westeros, and I'm going to rank all 9 regions of all 7 kingdoms of Westeros. Don't question that math too hard. And I'm going to rank it based on which one is my favorite. So again, this is going to be personal. This is going to be to me. And I'm going to try to avoid basing it off of who the family is in control of it. I'm going to try to think like, oh, what's cool about the area? What's the culture like? Do we have fun laws that are like kind to me? Do we have regressive laws that are maybe not? Let's parse through it and figure it out. And let's start, of course, at the bottom with, in 9th place, shocking absolutely no one, we have the Iron Islands. Now listen, I know this feels like a bit, but I don't want to live here. I don't want to live here. I don't like the culture. I don't like any of it. These are all just hunks of rock in the middle of the ocean. It's always storming, so it's wet, it's cold, and also because these people who live here, they don't like to, build things. They prefer to, like steal shit from people. They haven't built this shit really well, so everything is leaking. The infrastructure just sucks. Not to mention the complete lack of anything to fucking eat over here, because for the Iron Islanders, farming is apparently an emasculating thing. I don't have the energy to deal with that, so at number 9, this barren wasteland in the middle of the sea, go fuck yourself. In 8th place, I'm gonna say the Vale. Now listen, I know that there's gonna be people angry in the comments. Ooh, the Vale, so fun. Mountains. Mountains that I have to climb on the daily if I want to travel anywhere. I'm not a fan of that, okay? It's not my thing. I'm not the hiking type. Then, of course, we have all of our like quasi-barbarians, the mountain clans, just hanging out, wanting to like jump you in the streets and like kill you and take all your shit. Like, not that I have a lot of shit, I don't. It would happen to me because I'm that lucky. And seemingly the only way to avoid that is to be rich enough to like be holed up in a castle or have like your own like contingent of knights. And once again, I don't have much shit, not rich, can't afford that. So I think I would just die on the side of a road out here. Also, this is like the OG place where the Andals arrived. So religion-wise, this is the Faith of the Seven. They're very concentrated and kind of conservative with that shit over here. Not something I am particularly into. Fantasy Catholicism, you can keep the Vale. I don't want to have any part of it. Thank you so much. Keeping the train going, where I'm sure I'm going to piss people off. Next is the North. Listen, I like the Starks. In fact, I love the Starks. Great people, good people. I don't want to live in the barren wasteland of winter, okay? It's cold. There isn't much shit. Also, it's not heavily populated. I like to live around people. So the fact that like this is the same size as like every other kingdom combined, while having like the least population, it doesn't bode well for me in my social life. Not to mention the neighbors that do exist, not always ideal. Yeah, like the Reeds are cool, but I don't want to live in a swamp. You got the Boltons over there skinning people. Like I don't want to be near these people. I don't want to be near them. Oh, and then fun fact, if you go far enough north, there's a fucking border patrol because hey, we built a wall and the people who are trapped on the other side of it, they're angry and trying to get over. And so there's lots of fighting along that wall. Fun. And once again, as a poor person, my options are limited. I can like live in this frozen tundra or go join the border patrol. Not something I'm personally interested in or like morally cool with. So no, thank you. Honestly, North, be like grateful that I didn't put you a little lower. I almost switched you in the Vale, but you got bumped a point because I think the paganism is like a fun aesthetic. Religion-wise, I think you guys are a little more interesting than, everyone else. Moving on. Next up, we have the Crownlands. Now, the Crownlands they're difficult because it's hard to ignore like King's Landing. King's Landing being the main issue with the Crownlands. And of course, it's an issue because it is a city that hasn't discovered how to city, if you know what I mean. What is a sewage system? What are like healthy public works? What's the care from the government? It doesn't seem to really be there, I'm personally not interested in eating gruel every night, you know what I mean? And specifically, anytime there's a war, that gruel, I don't know what's in it. Is it beef? Is it pork? Is it cats? Is it people? I don't know, and frankly, I don't want to find out in any way, like whether I'm told or whether I'm trying any figure out like, ooh, what's a mystery meat? I don't want to know. And so like, yeah, the rest of it's fine. It's fine. But I don't care. You know what I mean? And you got some islands. There's the Celtigars. I don't care about crabs that much. Like, yummy, but whatever. You got Dragonstone, yay, a volcano. Love Brimstone, ooh. And it's fine. It's fine. You're in the middle. It's okay. King's Landing really just drags you down though. Next up, we got the Stormlands. Now, Stormlands, they're another one that's like, you're fine. You're fine. I think, like, areas I would like I think Tarth would be lovely, but at the end of the day, storms. Lots of storms. And I feel like, that's cool. We like to get ooky spooky every once in a while. We love, like, a night in with the TV, like, warm blankie while it's raining and storming outside. Cool. I feel like that would get old. Also, Stormlands, they're giving, unfortunately, they're giving kind of like racist, They really hate the Dornish, kind of like the Reach do, but they're also giving that like, ooh, we don't like them because we fight for like thousands of years, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know. I just don't care. I don't care. Kind of like a lot of Baratheons in general, I don't care. Stormlands, I just don't care. Next up, we have the Westerlands. Now, here's what the Westerlands have going for them. They seem to be well off monetarily, like that. The landscape is generally, like, fine. It's kind of hilly, but it's not crazy mountains and shit, Like, I think I could survive. Also seems like there's enough food. I could chill. I could eat. Also, war doesn't seem to touch them quite as often. And I appreciate that. I appreciate not having to worry about that, especially in the now times. It's a great feeling. Where they get knocked down a few pegs is we got this like sense of elitism that I'm not loving. That Lannister attitude is really bleeding around into the countryside. We also got some like kind of traitorous people around, like those Westerlings. Don't love them. And it's like, you're better than a lot of places, so you get to be here, but kind of like the Stormlands also, like, do I care that much? You're fine. Entering our top 3, we have the Riverlands. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ronnie, you are a lunatic. You are a lunatic to rank the Riverlands this high. But remember, this is a list of favorites. I enjoy the Riverlands because also we get to like spend a lot of time in the Riverlands. And if we're looking at like the place like geographically, like, yes, is this the location where all the wars take place? Absolutely. But if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for the fact that this place is continually at war forever, this is my favorite. This is where I would want to live ideally, because like the climate. I love a little drizzle. I love a little drizzle. This is ideal. Everything is like temperate. We have like lovely fields. We have big forests. We have everything. We have the 4 seasons. Lovely. Over the course of like many years, whatever. It's fine. Like, this would be amazing if not for the constant war. So, because of that, I can't put it any higher than this, but I want you to know that I want to live in the Riverlands. I want to live in the Riverlands at peace forever. It sounds great. They seem chill. Like, yeah, they're like religious and shit, like kind of not dissimilar from like the Vale, because they're all, Faith of the Seven, but they seem chiller about it, and like a lot, I feel like culturally, like Edmure cares. He cares, so whatever, you're number 3. Okay, this was really hard, but at number 2, I am putting Dorne. Listen, I know Dorne is great. Dorne, culturally, that is where I want to be. These people are chill. They don't have these like crazy like rules about about like marriage and like bastards and all that. And like, again, as a bastard, I truly appreciate that I'm not going to be shunned in this place. That's lovely. They're chill with the queers. Hey, love that. And even like the food. The food has spice. In Dorne, we have spicy food. I love that. I don't want that bland shit that I'm sure they got up north everywhere else. This sounds ideal. The problem though, desert. Not for me. Not for me. I don't want to live in a desert. That sounds truly horrific, and like, I It's just so hot. I don't like sweating. I don't want this. I don't want this. I know they have the water gardens, but like, how long can I stay in those water gardens before I turn into a prune? I just can't. So like, you are so close to being perfect. If I could take Dorne and put it in the Riverlands, that's the place I want to be. But unfortunately, I can't. So, number one will be The Reach. The Reach is number one for a huge number of reasons. The Reach is chill. They're cool with the queers, and like, it's kind of like a don't ask, don't tell situation. But you know what? That's more ideal than most of Westeros. So like, I'll fucking take it. Meanwhile, everyone is just like, this is the area where like food is aplenty, where no one's like starving. People aren't like losing their shit fighting. You have the arbor with the wines. You have everything you need for like the best dinner party you're ever gonna throw. And because they're cool with the queers, you know those dinner parties are happening. Meanwhile, it's like moderate temperature and climate-wise. It's not dissimilar from the Riverlands in that regard. You get your seasons, but nothing gets as crazy hot as Dorne, doesn't get as crazy cold as the North, while everyone's just kind of chill and vibing, and it's just cool. We're just here. We're in the Reach. We're like the nice area of Westeros that everyone else like kind of begrudges and is kind of jealous of, and I want to be a part of that. I want to be part of that world. And that is why, of course, The Reach is my favorite. Anyway, y'all tell me what you want me to talk about next. Please drop it down in the comments. Anything you want me to rank. I haven't done a bunch of ranks in a while, and this was really fun. So please put those down below, and let's come up with some fun ranking ideas. Anyway, y'all have a great night. Okay, goodbye.